Here's how I got a McLaren for free for one day. I'm going to be super transparent. I never seen the car and I never drove the car. But let me tell you the story. I managed to make a super interesting deal just by the power of negotiation. See, in January 2023, there was this event from a big podcast in the Netherlands called Lotgenoten, and I wanted to go. So I called my friend and said, yo bro, we need to go, it's going to be super sick. And we bought a ticket, it was a few €100. And we were super excited about it. They had like a themed event, it was in a castle, people had to be in suits, we smoking cigars, super nice presentations, overall a very nice event. Now me and my friends were thinking, we're like, hey, okay, so we're going to have our suits, and by the way, like 2 weeks before we got our first tailored suits, which is a super nice experience. It's not the same tailored suit as I'm wearing right now, but it's definitely still in my closet. So me and my friends were thinking, and we said like, hey, what are we missing? Like, how can we truly maximize this experience? And if you know me, you know that I'm a super extremist, like I always do the maximum of everything. And so we were thinking, and the conclusion was, we need to go in a supercar. So we didn't really have a supercar as of yet. We were thinking, okay, what should we do? Should we hire a car? And it wasn't really convenient because we lived in Belgium. We had to go to the Netherlands, so we crossed the border. It was only used for a few hours and it wasn't really worth the money at all back then. What we did is we actually managed to make a deal with a company that ran supercars. So what we did is we've actually reached out to like about 20 car dealerships and we asked them like, hey, we're going to this event and if we are able to get a car for you for free, we will be able to actually promote you in return. And we got a few replies and one guy was actually interested. Now what was interesting is that the interested company was actually the biggest of all of them. They rented Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Rolls, you name it. So we actually managed to make a deal and we were like super excited because all we had to do was like pay a deposit. We got the car for one day and we could just use it whenever we want. So we were planning to do that. However, eventually we didn't proceed to that. So we actually communicated with the host of the event and we noticed, we pretty much asked like, hey, we're going to go in a supercar. The reason we wanted to have like some sort of extra additional negotiation is because the car company asked us if they could promote their company at that event. So I've hit up the organizer of the event and say, hey, is it possible to have some flyers and stuff like that? And pretty much they said, well, it's not really worth it. So we were just like, okay, fuck it, let's just leave it, doesn't really care. Just the fact that we could achieve it and actually manage to make the deal was pretty much all we wanted to do. So that was pretty much it. Now they were absolutely right because it wasn't really of value at all to just actually use that car there. Although it was a nice experience, it wouldn't really make a difference at all for the event. Now the interesting part here is that if you lead with value, you can negotiate in a lot of powerful positions. And being able to make deals is one of the best skills you can obtain. And even although we approached like 20 car companies, only one of them actually wanted to do it, and they were the biggest of all of them. So you see that whenever people know that you can collaborate, you can make deals, people are very open to it. All you have to do is think outside of the box, do something which pretty much nobody does, and you will be able to get a lot of shit done. So that was my main lesson. Most likely I will have my supercar very soon, so keep watching and I'll see you soon.